Hey everybody, I got my new glasses. What do you guys think? Lori Book Trials here. That's my channel. So I said Lori's Book Trial. I'm just gonna have me tonight a 24-hour readathon at starting at 11:59 my time. And I'm also gonna be starting the slayathon. I know people already started watching the movies if they're participating in it. In case you didn't know what that is, that's Bookables is doing it with some other people. I know Common Spence is one of the co-hosts and a whole bunch of some other people. But anyways, they're doing Buffy, so they're gonna watch each month a season until they're done. So I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start today. Probably later this afternoon, a little bit before the readathon. I want to take a nap too before I do my 24-hour readathon. But excuse me. I just wanted to show you some books that I'm going to be reading. One of these you have not seen me haul yet, so it's a sneak peek of when I get a few other books that I'm going to be getting. Actually, I'm going to be getting a lot of books. I just ordered 2 more books. I know, don't judge me. And I have a lot of books still coming, but anyways, that's for when I get the books. But yes, the sneak peek is going to be the first one. I just got Nora Roberts, Year 1. This is a reread. And oh my gosh. And a spoiler alert, I do have the second one, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. You'll see it in the haul. But yeah, it's, oh my gosh, I remember this book. And it's sad. Very, very sad book. But it's, they contact, how do you say that word? Like where you get a disease? Contact. They catch a disease? How do you say that word? But anyways, it's so good, you guys, but so sad. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it tells you what it's about on here. Exactly. I don't even really tell you. But anyways, it's basically an end of the world type of thing. They get a disease, certain people, and some of them have to, some of them don't, and they got magic in them, and yeah, I'm surprised I don't have the, what it's about in here, but it's really sad, you guys. I mean, really, really sad. But it's so good. I mean, oh my gosh, there's a lot of magic. If you like magic and people that are trying to survive in a crazy world, then this is for you. But yeah, they contact a disease or something. I can't remember exactly. And some of them die, and of course some don't. And things happen, and they're trying to get out of this area, and it's really good. It's a really good book. Yes. I'm really excited. I remember like a lot of stuff that happens in this, but I still don't remember a lot of stuff, and I want to annotate it anyway, so I'm going to work on this. Like, I'm super excited, like really, really excited to reread it and annotate it. Another reread and something I'm going to annotate, and you guys already know, is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So I'm going to, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a vlog of this one, of me reading it. Most likely I'll just read it and then do a spoiler review when I'm done. But I kind of wanted to like do the next 2, like, because I've never read the other 2. So I'd kind of like to do like a vlog with my reactions to the next 2. So I'm debating on if I should, since I want to do that one, if I should do this one as well. But you guys will find out if I decide to do it or not. But I'm super excited for the reread. So yay. One book I forgot to put on here that I'm going to start reading, I'm going to try to read, is The Lord of the Rings. I forgot to grab it. I know I'm too lazy to go get it. But anyways, I got to read at least 2 chapters today because I haven't read yet anything from it. Hopefully now that my glasses are here, I'll be able to read good because that print is so small. But I can see this, like here. Gail gave me a secrecy. Gave me a sense of secrecy I've lacked since my father's death. Anyways, those 2 are rereads. I'm taking my time on this one, so yes, I'm still reading Disastars, or however you say it. I haven't read it since the last time I read it, which was couple of days ago, I believe. I'm not even sure when I read it. I started on, I think I wrote it down, the 2nd, so probably real late on the 2nd, so really more like the 3rd. So I haven't read anything since the 3rd of it. 3rd, if I could talk. But I'm loving it. I'm just trying to take my time and make it last. So I'm really excited to continue on. I'm going to try to finish this probably during the readathon, for I can at least finally have a book read, because I have not read any, well, I've read, but I haven't continued any books. And I don't know if I'm going to finish any of these books, but I at least want to get pretty far in the books. And I might be changing my mind. Yes, I know, I'm always changing my mind. Like half of these weren't even on my TBR for the month. But, yeah. And me and my friend, Book Babe 88, we decided that we're not going to, buddy read, what's it called? Book we were buddy reading together. Excuse me. Daughter of the Pirate King. We decided we're not going to read that one yet. The other girl wasn't feeling it, so we decided we're going to wait on that. So instead, we're picking up her newest book, which is Warrior of the Wild by Tracy Levenseller. This one I got from Shelf Love. And you guys probably saw it when I did my unboxing the other day. It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a spoiler because they tell you each month what book you're going to get from them. So, yeah. I got my map in case I need to look at anything. And I got my map on my bookmark as well. I love this map. It says, each scar marks me as a survivor, a warrior of the wild. You can tell I can see a lot better. Yay! And I don't have to go, what is this word? Like I do. Which is really nice. But why don't you guys, I know. You're going to see a blank screen for a minute, but I will get the book and we'll try it out and see if I can read it without putting it close together. I'll be right back. I'm just going to my TBR. It's right at the top. Hello, kitty, 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 kitty. I got to give my kitty a pet. Oh, you pretty girl. You pretty, pretty, pretty girl. You pretty, pretty girl. Okay, I'm back. Yes, Lord of the Rings. You. Okay, let's try this baby. The test, you guys. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm not even showing myself in the thing. The Lord of the Rings is often something called a trilogy, when in fact it's a single novel consisting of 6 books plus appendix, sometimes published in 3 volumes. Well, something about the text, I don't know. I'm not reading the note of that part. That's boring. And then it has foreword to the 2nd edition. This tale grew in the telling until it became a history of the Great War of the Ring, and included many glimpses of the yet more ancient history that preceded it. It began soon after The Hobbit was written and before its publication in 1937. See how good I'm reading? I don't have to, put it close to me anymore. It says, this book is largely concerned with hobbits and from its pages a reader may discover much of their character and a little of their history. Further information will also be found in the selection from the Red Book of West March that has already been published under the title of The Hobbit. That story was derived from the early chapters of the Red Book, composed by Bilboy himself, the first hobbit to become famous in the world at large, and called by him there and back again, since they told the story. They told of his journey into the East and his return, an adventure which later involved all the hobbits in the great events of the age that are here related. Many, however, may wish to know more about this remarkable people from the outset, while some may not possess the early books. For such readers, a few notes on a more important point are here collected from Hobbit lore, and the first adventure is briefly recalled. Since I didn't read The Hobbit because I couldn't get into it, this part here will help me. So today I'm going to be reading the prologue in the first chapter, and then during the readathon I'll be reading chapter 2 and 3. But yeah, the glasses are working! Yay! Oh, I wanted to read the beginning of, since there's not a, I can't find the how do you say that word? What it's about? I'll read to you the first little bit. Chapter 1, The Doom. It is still small voices that the soul heeds, not the defeating blast of doom. William Dean Howells. Look how creepy this is. I mean, look at that. And look how creepy. I mean, you know it's going to be creepy when there's crows. Or crows? Yeah, I think it's a crow. You know it's going to be creepy. Look at that. You know it's going to be creepy. Okay, anyways, I'll read to you how it starts out. It says, when Ross McLeod pulled the trigger and brought down the pheasant, he had no way of knowing he killed himself and billions of others. On a cold, damp day, the last day of what would be his last year, he hunted with his brother and cousin, walking the crackling frost-filled under skies of washed-out winter blue. He felt healthy and fit, a man of 64 who hit the gym 3 times a week and had a passion for golf, reflected in a handicap of 9. Says with his twin brother Rob, he built and continued to run a successful marketing firm based in New York and London. His wife of 39 years, along with Rob's and their cousins' Hugh wives, stayed back, tucked into the charming old farmhouse. With fires snapping in stone hearths, the kettle always on the boil, the women chose to cook and bake and fuss over the coming New Year's Eve party. They happily passed on, tromping the fields in their wells. In their wells? No. The McLeod farm passed from father to son for more than 200 years, spread from more than 80 hectares, something like that. It says, but on that bracing last day of the year, Ross McLeod felt as fit and joyful as a boy he'd been. He wondered at the quick shiver down his spine as the crows circled and called over the stone circle. But even as he shook it away, the cock pheasant, a flurry of color against the pale sky, rose in flight. He lifted the 12-gauge his uncle had given him for his 16th birthday, following the bird's flight. It might be the hill of the hand he scraped more than 50 years before, stung for an instant, throbbing an instant more. But still, he pulled the trigger. When the shot blasted the air, the crows screamed, but it didn't scatter. Instead, one broke away as if to snatch the kill. One of the men laughed as the darting blackbird collided with the fallen pheasant. The dead bird struck the center of the stone circle, and blood smeared over the frost ground. Rob clapped a hand on Ross's shoulder, and the 3 men grinned as one of Hugh's cheerful lads raced off to retrieve the bird. Did you see that crazy crow? Shaking his head, Ross laughed again. He won't be having pheasant for dinner. But we will, Hugh said. That's 3 for each, enough for a feast. The men gathered their birds, and Rob pulled a selfie stick out of his pocket. So, killing that bird he didn't know was going to cause him and a whole bunch of other people to die. So apparently there's something in the bird that is not good. But there's like different parts. The two main characters in this is Max and let me see. I mean, there's other people, but there's Max. There's what is his name? I mean, her name. Jonah. There's a few. There's Jonah, like I said. There's Rachel. Lainey. Max and Lena. Lena? Or Lainey. I think it's Lainey. Lana. Or it could be Lana. They're the, there's a lot of different characters, but those are the two that I would consider, like, the main characters next to, what did I say his name was? Jonah. Yeah, Jonah. I'm trying to remember who Jonah's with. But there's a whole bunch of different characters in this book. But oh my god, you guys. If you haven't read this, you need to read it. But be prepared for a lot of sadness, especially at the end. I mean, the end is so sad. Like, oh my god, I remember crying and everything. So be warned for that. If you don't like to cry, then don't get the book. But it's very, very interesting, and I can't wait to read this one, reread this one, for I can start the second one. And then, of course, I have to wait until December, because the last one don't come out until December. But yes, I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling on, but I thought I would just read a little tiny bit to you. But yeah, that's what happens. So a whole bunch of people die because of that bird that he shot down, and they ate. Oh, yeah, that's basically it. The ones that are alive are trying to stay alive, survive. So, yeah. And there's crazy people, you know, because some are diseased. And some are against magic. So they go after the people that have magic in them. So, yeah, it's a very dark series. But it's a dystopian, you know, end of the world type book. But yeah. This one, you guys, is really good. I mean, it's probably like so far, at least this book is probably my favorite out of any of her Nora Roberts books. And there's a couple that I really like as well. But like this one, I really liked. But it's very, very sad. But I'll go into more detail as I do my 24-hour readathon, because I will be videotaping it. As long as nothing happens, I can't videotape it. But if something happens, I can't videotape it, then I will update you guys with a video. And I'll just tell you what I read for today only. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, if you liked the video, thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, if you do subscribe, to hit the bell icon so you'll know whenever a video of mine is being uploaded. Let me know what book you've gotten recently. Or what book you are rereading if you're rereading a book. That is for today. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all later. Remember to have a good day. And if you ever need anything, I am here. Just comment down below and I'll get right back to you. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye for now. Lori out.